All right, guys. Don't know how many people are here, but we're gonna go ahead and get fully started as to what's going on right now, because things are looking interesting right now. Let me change everything I need to change. Subscribers only, monetization. I think that's it. Yeah, wait for some people to come in here, and we'll dive into some things and some stuff. See what the market's doing, see where everything is flowing, you know. Also talk about what's up, what's down, what's in my portfolio, what my portfolio looks like as of right now with all of the correcting. Also, any positions within Margex that did get liquidated, because obviously, with a pullback, you're going to have some sort of liquidations. Surprisingly, I didn't have as many as I thought I would when I woke up this morning and saw the market. I was like, oh man, here comes some liquidations. That's not the case. And we didn't really see that. Jay the Crypto Man. Hey Matt, it's bloody. Yeah, I mean it does look pretty bloody. The overall market looks that way. Oh, I need a software update. Might as well do it now since I'm not on my phone. Make sure you guys take the time to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. I know it is early in the morning. Um, Good morning, Matt. Just sold my SHIB for 100% profit, and it dumped it into Jasmy. Well, that's good if you feel like that's a great play. That's fantastic. If you got 100% profit and you believe in Jasmy a lot more, then that's a great play for you to make. I feel confident in the plays that you make. And what price did you end up getting in Jasmy? It must have been like, what, 1.4 cents, 1.5 cents, something like that. Which honestly, I feel like this is an opportunity. Yo, good morning. Good morning to you as well, SGM. Hey, Matthew, love the content. Um, when you think in Jasmy is going to turn, well, we need to see the market kind of make that move as well. But also, we could see that it does turn differently or make a huge move compared to the rest of the market if we see the lockup have a massive impact, and that lockup actually happen. Because I know we're getting to the end of the month and the lockup hasn't happened yet, so we're waiting for um, that lockup to kind of be that tipping point for Jasmine coin, or just keep that ratio. What ratio? Yeah, bought some more at 1.4. Okay, yeah, that's a good price. Very good price compared to where it was. I'm capped out on funds to add cash. Bought the last dip. Yeah, I mean I have funds. I typically save some just in case these dips do happen. Because there's always opportunities, and right now I feel like there is an opportunity that I want to make kind of over in Coinbase, but I'm going to let people know on Patreon exactly what I decided to purchase today, because I am going to make another purchase, which I feel like is a good play. It was actually better earlier, and I'm a little upset with the fact that it's not at that price. So yeah, high point. Let's see. Yeah, I mean we're pretty far away from what that high point was. But yeah, any purchases I make, I let Patreon know exactly what I'm purchasing. Matt Teller is looking great on buying now. I mean, yes, looking at it $79, that's absolutely an amazing level to purchase in on that position, because getting 10 um will cost you what, $700, which is not bad at all. I currently have 50 and it's at a price. What's my average cost? It should be somewhere around like 130 or 140. Maybe even a little less than that. Uh, Average price is 106. Sorry. 106 is my average price. So that's not bad. And I have 50. So all time return, I actually am down on that position by $1,400. But, it's not what's happening in the short term, it's what's going to happen in the long term. That's what I care about. I put my 401k self managed on Jasmy. Big believer. You put your 401k on Jasmy coin, you're a huge believer. Well, that's great with the fact that you believe in a project so much, but I wouldn't, put anything. Like I could literally take my retirement funds and throw that all on plays here, but I have a certain amount that I want to risk on some of these plays. It doesn't matter how much I believe in them. I still only risk a certain amount. You look at even ETFs and how much people believe in ETFs and the long-term growth of that, and I still only risk a certain amount on, actual, slow moving, consistent positions. So yeah, I mean that's up to you to take that leap. If you truly believe in a project, it's always great to show that you believe in something in a strong way. Will the will the 666K Grok Twitter account be the new Grok cryptocurrency? I don't think so. What's the 600 wait 366K Grok Twitter account? I don't know what that means. If it has 366,000 followers. Good morning, Matt. What a day to top our bags. Very true. As a viewer in London, your streams start at a great time here. Thanks for waking up so early. No problem. I mean, I try to wake up this early because I can get stuff done before the kids even wake up. So I just try and do it not because it adheres to anybody else in the world. It's something that I feel like benefits me and my family, so I can take care of them as well as um, still consistently work. I even never talk about spell token. I mean, I've talked about it a couple of times. It's not that popular to me. It's not that exciting for me. So it's not that I never talk about it. I hate when people use absolutes. Um, I talk about it. I have talked about it once or twice. Um, I look nervous. Me? I look nervous? I'm not nervous at all. Pretty pretty normal. I feel I feel okay. Do you think it's a good investment for what? Spell? Um, I I would say it could be a good investment for people, but it's not my cup of tea, right? I can't sit here and if I'm biased to say no, um, I would say it could work for somebody, right? It could work for many people and probably will, but it's just not my position that I would buy. And again, for some reason, for the life of me, I can't think of the reasons as to why. It may hover around the supply, it may hover around the places available. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that there's a reason there that it's just not for me. Again, it could be a good investment for anybody else. Um, well, bless your kids. Thank you. Um, I'm buying XRP as much as I can. I mean, I have a lot of XRP, so I'm sitting on 35,000, which actually is a little bit less than 35,000. I don't know why it's less than 35,000, but I'm sitting around 35,000, and yeah, I'm happy with how much I have, and I'll consistently um, keep that 35,000 until we hit certain price levels. These dips are opportunities to many. Look at The 1 and 5 minute charts zoom out on the daily and weekly, unless you're short-term trader. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people see this as they should be fearful, when in reality, while others are fearful, you should be greedy. You should be trying to find these dips, and not saying that you need to buy absolutely everything, but just find things that you saw at a higher price, and now you can see those benefits. You can see that growth to that level. Whether you wanted to just do it short term to get to that level of, let's say, Jasmy coin to 2.7 cents, and you're like, okay, I want to get a quick return on this play that I bought here and make some money, right? Double my investment from 1.5 to 3 cents. That would be great, right? Um, or you can do it long term and say, I wanted to hold 1 million, but I was buying at the highest point, so now I'm dollar cost averaging in. I ended up dollar cost averaging into Book of Meme, which was yesterday, and I'm trying to find better places to dollar cost average into everything else. Like Solana has come back down to $170 from 207, I believe, dollars. So it's dropped quite a bit, giving you a huge opportunity to purchase at those levels if you believe in Solana up at those levels. Now, if we are going to see a major correction and see it massively pull back overall, then you could be finding other opportunities. So this is where it's tricky, right? Because you don't know if it truly is going to continue to come back, or we're going to see this kind of increase and then kind of pull back, a little correction, and then we increase, we stair step on the way up, create higher highs and higher lows over time. TRB coin target, I would probably say um, definitely up to the $600 mark that it has been to. I know it didn't hold that level, so I would imagine that that's going to be a significant level that it does kind of pull back on. So it's going to hit that level, and then I'm going to sell a decent amount, and then I will buy probably back in as it does decrease down to maybe like 300 from 600, or 250 from 600. But then we'll see that kind of stair step up from there and surpass the $600 mark. So I'm looking for a lot more than the highest target that it got to. I don't have an already coin target. Good morning, Matt, and everybody. Smash the like button on the way in to help the channel. Yes, we have 189 people here, and we have 42 likes, so feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, helps out growth, helps out everything. If we look at the overall market and where the market stands, Bitcoin is down by 7% today. It's up to a 63, or down to a $63,000 price, which it was up to $75,000 at one point. So seeing it down this much, 12% in the last 7 days, not really that great. Seeing Ethereum, that's one of the positions, or the only position actually, that was liquidated for me so far, down to $3,200, and down 9% or 19% over the last 7 days, more than what Bitcoin is down. Solana is down by 16% in the last 24 hours and still up 15% in the last 7 days. So it's not really a major impact, but it has been a major impact for the short term for Solana. If we look at BNB, BNB is standing at 10% loss, down to $507. And also, you're looking at it down 4% over the last 7 days. XRP down 15% over the last 7 days and 4% for the last 24 hours. If we look at Cardano, back down to 60 cents from the level of 70 or 80 cent level. So it's giving you an opportunity to find something there short term. I wish that ADA was better with Margex, had better fees, because then I would be trading ADA consistently. Avalanche sitting at $56, down 9%, but still up 18% is great. Dogecoin down to 12 cents. I think that's a phenomenal level, phenomenal price. I'm actually thinking about making a investment into Shiba Inu, a short-term investment, maybe into Margex. So let me go over to Margex really quick, because I know Shiba Inu is at a good price right now compared to any other Shiba Inu position that I did have, which was sitting at decent levels. So I'm going to go ahead and see what I have. I don't know how much I have in my wallet. So let me check that out. So I can use USD or I can use Bitcoin. I'll probably end up using, probably end up using some USD. Or you know what? I'll use some Avalanche because I would like to have more Avalanche. So whatever I can gain, I'll keep Avalanche if I could gain that. So I'm going to use AVAX, and we're going to throw a good amount into something, not crazy. I'm only looking at a certain percentage. So I'm looking for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has come back quite a bit. It's down by 10%. This overall Matic position also is down by 65%, but everything else, even though that has come back a lot, it's still green. It's still heavily green. Now, I'm not sure if Shiba Inu is going to completely pull back if we look at this chart and how the 200 EMA is all the way back down to about the drop zero level, so 0.00 or 0.01, what they have on Margex. It's a 1K Shiba Inu. It's kind of difficult to understand. Instead of looking at 4 zeros, you're now looking at 1 0, but it's 1K multiplied by the price basically. But what I want to do is probably get into this play somewhere around where it is. So I'm going to take a little bit of AVAX, which currently it stands at about 1. So I'm probably going to take 1 AVAX, take $500, and do maybe like a 10x leverage, which should be 1 AVAX and I am investing, or a little bit over 1 AVAX and I'm investing. Yeah, it should be fine. 10x leverage should bring me down. It might be tricky because I might get liquidated with how this is pulling back, but I want to be able to buy this dip and also reap the benefits as it does. So really, it's not too far of a difference, honestly. That one, I should have did a 5x leverage. I didn't take that into account. 5x leverage would have been better. But you live and you learn. Let's see how that does fully play out. So I wanted another Shiba Inu position because I feel like Shiba Inu is at a good level, especially compared to where the high point was, being halfway from there. So that's what I'm going with. Let's see if there's any other positions that I can possibly see a return on. I think ETH is also at a good level, but I want to make sure that it's reasonable in what I'm doing here. So I'm probably going to do another AVAX play into ETH, but it's going to be at a 5x leverage this time. And I'm probably going to do about $250. So it's not going to be crazy, but it's going to give me 1 AVAX that I am investing with. Yeah. And then I'll just put that play in there, and that should give me, that's very low. You see the liquidation point? 2,584 is a liquidation point for Ethereum. I mean, that's not a lot that I'm putting in there, but I'm investing 5 AVAX to essentially, hopefully, I can give myself a little bit more AVAX over time. So there's also maybe some other plays that I want to make. Let's see. What do we like? Litecoin? I like Litecoin. I think Litecoin is a good one, and I'm going to go ahead and put through another 5x leverage with the max amount that I have there, which give me about you know what? I'll do a 10x leverage there. So 10x leverage. We'll see how these do play out. And the lowest price will be $70. Don't know if that will work. I also have other ones where I have liquidation points at $70 as well. I just felt like that's a good level to be at, $77. So again, made some moves within Margex, making some trades. Don't copy my trades. I want you guys to make your own decision as you do make these trades, because honestly, we truly don't know exactly where the overall crypto market is going to go as of right now. Especially, we're seeing, this correction that's happening, and depending, this is just kind of what we would assume if it's like pre-halving corrections, what we'd assume as the beginning of that correction. So Shiba Inu again is down by 10%. Looking at Tron down by 7%, 11%. If we want to look at overall positions, we can see that Stacks is up the most, but majority of positions are negative. So let's see what is negative the most in the top 100. Bonk is down to a $1.3 billion market cap at a 21% decrease. Theta is also down by 19%. Floki down by 18%. Pyth down by 18%. Dog with Hat down by 17%. Solana 15%, Pepe 15%, KuCoin 15%. So a lot of things are down quite a bit overall. Beam down to less than 3 cents. That might be an option. I might have to go ahead and purchase some more there. I feel like Beam is definitely a great play. In the market, Algorand down 13% as well after the gains that did see. So that sucks, but also is good at the same time. Let's look at my portfolio or my watch list to see what's reacting positively, what's reacting negatively, and what those are all doing. So ones that are on my watch list, ones that are decreasing the least, actually Vitalik Smart Gas is still sitting at a $7 million market cap. It's $40,000 worth of volume. I feel like this is going to have some traction. I've talked about Vitalik Smart Gas a couple of times, and the first time that I talked about it, I think it was sitting at like 4 million, 3 million or $4 million. It went all the way up to like a 13 or $15 million market cap at one point. So let me go ahead and refresh or look at this last 7 days. Last 7 days, it's up 70%. So it went all the way up to this point, which was about 18% of a penny from, the levels down here where it was at 4% of a penny, and currently is sitting at about 6.9% of a penny. So still up quite a bit from that point, but hit these levels up here, and a lot of people gained a ton of money throughout it. You can see that even I am still sitting at about $13,281 on this play, because the fact that it grew by 70%, or overall a little bit more than that if we look at before it was listed on CoinMarketCap. But you have 10 billion total supply, and you have 7.5 billion in circulating supply. Well, that's what it should be once they do fully update this. But honestly, this looks like a very, very interesting play. That the reason why I got into it was because I thought it was interesting. So it's great to see that it's only slightly down, not reacting to the entire market. If we look at other things that are moving the least, you could see XRP that's down by 4 or 5%, but then everything else is down by more than that. You see Lucky's Leprechaun 5%, BTC 7%, Avalanche is at 8% or 9%. Harvest Finance down to $45, Swiftcoin down to 53% of a penny. If I can see that down a little bit more, that's something that I definitely want to put a little bit more money into. Caspa down to less than 12 cents is interesting. Cosmos at $10 again instead of being at that $13 level. API 3 down below $3. Cardano 60 cents. Jasmy coin at 1.5, 1.6 down 12%. GME, I've been waiting for that to hit a lower level of like 10% of a penny this whole entire time, and I thought for sure that today would be lower than that, and we would see this at like 9% of a penny, and it would be $900 for a million GME. And I think this is a risky play, but I wanted to go into it thinking that this would have that potential to absolutely skyrocket. Could it be worth a $1 price point? Yeah, it could. Am I banking on that? No, I'm not. Teller at $78 is definitely a great play there. I feel like you getting 10 more could be $780, less than $800, which is fantastic. Anchor sitting at 4 cents, still above the lower point that has been, so that's great to see. Anything else that's in the... We have MAGA Trump that's down to a low level as well, down to $4.52. Grok that's down, Book of Meme first is down by 23% at a 1 cent price point. I don't know what my cost basis is, but I know I have more Book of Meme. I think I have 200,000 Book of Meme. So I'm very interested to see where that will go, where that can go, and all of that. So you also see that Grok is down by 24%. Elmo is down by 25%. Joe Biden coin is down by 30% overall. So that's my watch list. Now let's also take some time to look at how my portfolio has performed. Now this isn't my entire portfolio. I feel like I've made some investments and I have to go back and check to see what's there, but we know it's down quite a bit. My overall portfolio is down by $15,000 in the last 24 hours. $15,000 in the last 24 hours. That's a crazy amount of a drop. But when you have, when you start having more and more in your portfolio, you start having more and more of a reaction. So the biggest drop right now, worst performer, is TRB, which is still at $1,415 worth of a decline for me. Largest profit is Jasmy coin at $11,000 where it currently stands. All-time profit is $43,532. So I'm still in profit at the moment. But there are a lot of opportunities that now present itself as a bigger play, right? So you can look at some of the bigger ones, right? XRP, Jasmy Coin, Grok, Vitalik Smart Gas, Kronos that has come back to 12 cents. Um, you know, Terra Luna Classic, and so on and so forth. That's in my portfolio here. Again, this is not my entire portfolio. I did add Book of Meme in here, but I didn't even add all the position. I only have 98,000 that's there, but I have 207,000. So yeah. Anyways, how is everybody else doing today? How's your portfolio looking? Sad, or is it looking like a boatload of opportunities? We have 309 people that are here, and we only have 65 likes. I would love to have 150 likes. If you guys can find a way to hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's put out a poll. We're gonna start this poll. Also, I want to put my Margex link. If you guys want to trade on Margex like I was doing earlier, I had 3 leverage trades that I put through this morning. With I think they were like $50 a piece. So I put 3 leverage trades through, and hopefully they do work out to where I'm gaining a little bit more AVAX here and there. Because the point is that I want to gain more AVAX. I want to gain more of these positions. It's not necessarily about just profiting everything, but a lot of times I'm trying to gain a little bit more so that I can hold more for what the eventual bull run will be. So there we go. All right, so I'm now getting into the chat. I'm not going back to any chats, but I'm now getting into the chat. My portfolio is looking like it's being okay. Well, that's not good. I don't know how that looks. I don't know if anybody else should know how that looks. But yeah, it's definitely bloody. Um, hey Matt, how do you think this dip will? How long? Wait, how do you think this dip will last? Like, how long do I think this dip will last? It's really hit or miss on whether it lasts for like a day or so. It's crazy how the gains are like gradual. They'll increase for like multiple days, and they'll slowly like they'll increase fast, and then they'll decrease and increase fast, and they'll have these corrections on the way up. But then a correction on the way down is or the movement on the way down is much more aggressive than what you have on that increase, because I guess when you create that fear is a lot stronger than greed, right? You want to be greedy while the markets are greedy, but honestly, if you're a true investor, you want to be fearful while the markets are greedy, and greedy while the markets are fearful, right? Um, that's just how that works. But we have the halving that's coming up, and I feel like the halving, this is kind of a pre-halving dip, which is something we typically like don't see, right? We'll see a halving buildup. And then when the halving does happen, we'll see more of like a decline. And then we'll start to see that push up. Damn, you're bullish on Book of Meme. Donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Thank you for that. Uphold is down for the count. What do you mean Uphold is down for the count? What do you mean by that? Like as in it's just down, like the system is down, or you mean like they went bankrupt? You can't say things like that without clarifying. You gotta clarify that a bit. Um, but yeah, I think it depends, right? I think this is a brand new market that we've seen. We could see the halving create that bullish momentum that we all want to see, and then it continues to go from there if we are seeing a pre-market correction like we're seeing right now. So it could continue until April. I thought, if anything, we would see a pre-market correction happen at the end of March, like all the way at the end of March and into the beginning of April, and then we'll start to see maybe consolidation as things are happening, and then a push up afterwards. But um, only time will tell what we actually see. There's a lot of things that are down, and an aggressive amount as well. And you're bullish on Book of Meme, man. I can't say I'm super bullish on it, but I like things that show me an opportunity, especially short term, right? If it shows me that opportunity of where it can go, I want to invest for what that opportunity will be there, as well as an opportunity for future growth. So I'm not super bullish on Book of Meme, but if I was super bullish on Book of Meme, I probably would have invested like $5,000 at this point. I've invested a total of I want to say it's $2,000 into the play, which is sitting around a 200,000 coin mark. I don't know exactly because Coinbase Wallet doesn't really give me that information. But yeah, I'm definitely more bullish on Book of Meme than some other things because it has the popularity, right? Popularity really rules the crypto space. And I feel like when things come out of nowhere like that and have multiple billions of dollars, as well as being listed on market cap, it's a big thing.
Through Super Chat. Hi Matt, as Milady first place tour Binance next future.
Is Milady first place for Binance next future? I don't know the answer to that. Whether like Milady is going to be like listed for futures trading, or are you saying it's going to be listed on Binance, or what? I don't know the answer to that. Not really following Milady that much, but I know there's a lot of people that are very bullish on that play. Greetings from Germany. I really like your content. And bought now in the dip. I mean, this dip is definitely a better place to buy than being at a $2.7 trillion market cap. Being down about 40 or $400 billion in the overall market shows you that you now have you have Book of Meme 2.0. And what's this, penis grow? What's that, man? Like squid grow? That's what's happening there, man? Sorry for anybody. This is a family channel, so I apologize for anything, but the names are they just get me sometimes. Any particular AI coins? Not really. Not that I'm getting into right now, but there's some other ones that are like some newer ones that are out there that may have an opportunity, but when it comes to actual AI technology that has been long-standing technology, and they're looking to implement something within the crypto space. I mean, you just have the top AI projects that are going to be very bullish. You just want to find some things that are early on, right? That are that's showing you that it could be or have a massive presence in that space, in that sector. Quit spamming the chat. Yeah. XRP should have been stacks from last year. I don't think now is a good time to buy XRP at this price. Low X return. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I feel like XRP is a good price at these levels. I feel like XRP will be worth a lot more than where it stands right now, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, it's fair to say that XRP could be worth less, but I don't believe that's the case. Bitcoin will stop the correction at 52 to 57 and then 190. I mean, that's a large jump. If I own, it's not going to go just straight to 190. You know, 100,000 is going to be a hard correction from there. It should be. Not saying it will 100% be, but I have a strong feeling that $100,000 is going to have a strong correction. If I own 1,000 Doge during the halving, will they take 500 away? Why would they take 500 away? If you own, no. So the halving is on rewards for Bitcoin. It's not on like they're halving all cryptocurrency. And so the halving is on rewards. So as miners, you get a certain amount of rewards for the rigs that you do have, right? So let's say if you're a miner and you currently get 1 Bitcoin per year, or 10 Bitcoins per year with your mining rigs that you have, right? That could be, $700,000 that your mining rigs make for you per year, right? Um, if that's the case, your rewards will now be cut in half, which means that miners, paid that much to basically a get half the rewards at that point. So most of them are like upgrading their rigs and trying to mine as much as they possibly can. So while the halving does happen, they um, they still receive the same amount, or somewhere around what they wanted to receive. So they're just investing and constantly investing into bigger and bigger rigs and bigger spaces in order to mine whatever they can mine. But the point is that rewards get cut in half. It's not like your Dogecoin that gets cut in half or your Ethereum that gets cut in half. That's not the case. Don't worry, I'll hide him on the channel. It seems like this is the second time. Top 5 altcoins to buy during this current dip. I can't give away my secrets because then what would Patreon be for, right? So yeah, I can say that there's a lot of opportunities right now. There's a huge amount of opportunities, and you can find it in many different positions because all of them are at lower prices than where they were, right? You can say Ethereum is a great play because it was at $4,000 and now it's sitting at 3,222. If I wanted to just go and buy, Ethereum, I know that I'm going to be able to gain $800 per Ethereum that I decide to buy. So, yes, I could potentially see more of a gain in other places, but I know that I now have that opportunity to purchase that position and gain me a lot more. And that's only in one play that you see there. You can also look at Bitcoin and say it's $63,000. It could be up to $70,000. You're right. It could. It could be up to $75,000, and it probably will. So, how about Compound? I haven't looked at Compound today, but I like Compound. I want to purchase it again, but I don't know. I want to see the price somewhere around the $50 mark. So if it is around there, I might end up making that move today, if that's the case. But who really knows? What you guys buying? Like Matt said, dollar cost average. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Dollar cost averaging. You don't have to go all in at these dips, but you can put certain, like if you bought Jasmy coin that's at a higher price, instead of you deciding to get rid of it and going, all right, well I'll get out and wait for this to go down even lower. You now have a lower price that you could dollar cost average into and lower your cost basis, get you more Jasmy coin instead of buying at that higher level. you know, Good day all. What we buying today? I mean, there's a lot of opportunities. We'll find some. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, M Creeks. Thank you for being here. Gary Fowler, also good morning to you. The market this morning, um, when I dip, you dip, we dip. Yes, that's exactly what it is. 100K beam. You have 100K beam? I think I only have. I don't know how much I have. I think I have like 26K. So I should probably get a little bit more because I feel like it's at a great opportunity. But I have to check to see how much I truly have. Let's see, BNB. Yeah, I have 26K beam. I also have 100 Trump, MAGA Trump. So probably would like to get a little bit more of that. What is USDT down to? Why does USDT say that it's at 98? That's a low amount. It says that it's at 98 cents? That's not accurate. It says it on the screen that it's at 99 or a dollar. Why are they listing at 98 cents? That's dumb. Don't do that. Give me a second. Let me see what I'm doing here. Why is that coming up that way? Guys, if you could, make sure you hit that like button. Um, which Trump do I have? I have, why does that say USDT plus? Doesn't make sense. USDT. I have MAGA Trump. I have the one that's sitting at a like $200 million market cap. Now it was at like a $400 million market cap. So that's where that is sitting. You're about to swap 500 USDT, $492 USDT for the price difference is 16% at that point. That's crazy. You were crazy. Let's not do that. I'm all in on Bitcoin Cash. Well, that's great. If you see the opportunity in something, look, I'm not gonna. Am I buying? I'm buying things. I'm not gonna tell people what I'm buying, but I'm buying things. I'm buying stuff. I might be buying. I might not be buying. Who really knows? Blah 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 blah. I'm kind of hungry. Not kind of hungry. I am hungry. All right, so we got 353 people here. We got 172 likes. Feel free to continue to hit that like button. Also answer the poll. And don't forget about Margex. If you guys want to start trading on Margex, the link to Margex is in the description. It's also in the chat where you can start making these same trades like, I made earlier. Why is that not coming up? Let me import this. Ah, that's the right one. That's the right one. James Dolly, Soul at 150 would be good. I took a break from leverage trading. I did a 50x on Bitcoin, the under, and it dipped and cost me five. Wait, what? You did a you did a 50x on Bitcoin, the under, and it dipped and cost me 5K. Why did you bet five? Why did you risk $5,000 on one crypto play to increase at that level? Why how do you have a history of leverage trading and this is just another leverage trade that you've done, or is this like you're new to leverage trading? Leverage trading offers a larger risk, and you need to make sure that you do it sparingly. When I invest in leverage trading in certain positions, it's like $50. It's like $100. There's rare chances to where I go like 200 or 300, and when I do, it's a lot of times shorter term. Um, you have to make sure you understand that risk that you're taking and don't like risk the whole $5,000 on one play. You could split that up into $50, $100, or whatever into different plays there. Whether it's or you can supplement them, right? Anything that will increase or decrease. You don't believe it will get liquidated, but you know it will hover between a range. A lot of times I like when people do that. If they find a certain level to where it seems like it's bouncing between, they'll invest in the middle, but they'll do a short and a buy, and then they'll decide to take profit as it does go up or below, for both of those positions. No matter what, it's going to go below where it doesn't hit their cost basis, but then it's also going to go higher where it doesn't hit their cost basis or liquidation point, and they end up making money off of it, which is pretty cool. But I only use 5 to 10x leverage on lower prices, like $50 to $150, and you use 50x leverage on higher amounts. That I mean, that doesn't fully make sense to me. Did that guy come back? That was going through the trash. Did that guy come back that was going through the trash for what? Why would he come back? It's not trash day. I didn't have a stop loss. I mean, the point is that you have, even if you don't have a stop loss, the risk should not be like $5,000 that you're risking on one single play. I mean, you could do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell somebody exactly what they shouldn't do and should do. Um, but I think what should happen is, just my opinion, is that you risk a lower amount so that when you do get liquidated, if you didn't have a stop loss, you end up only losing 50 or $100 or something like that compared to 5,000. Right? That's, I mean, you learn from the situation, I guess, and now you can go on about leverage trading in more of a safe manner. But it's something that kind of can destroy people's thought process on leverage trading or on trading in general. I've seen so many people that have failed on trading, like in the stock market, because they decided to risk, $1,000 and continue to jump into plays at the top of things and just not have a great strategy, but then also continue to risk more and more in one single play because they wanted to make back the money that they lost. And that's not the way that you go about things. You can lose money very, very quickly. And when you do lose money quickly, that tells you in your brain, like, oh, well, maybe this trading thing isn't for me. When in reality, it is. You just need practice. And the practice comes from trading with lower amounts, also with paper trading. But if you can't paper trade, then lower amounts it is. So I apologize that I feel sorry that has happened, but you have to learn how to manage risk a little bit. I would never do it again. I was depressed for a week. I took a break or a bit, messing with it until the end of the month. Yeah, I think, that deserves a break, and that's good that you have taken a break, because a lot of times you need to cool down, because most of the time you'll try and trade with emotion to get all that back. But you have to, take it slow, and you'll eventually get it back. Like, I could tell you, history of trading, my first couple of leverage trades, it was great. Then I had leverage trade to where I didn't have um, a stop loss, which actually I did have a stop loss. It just didn't get put through. I didn't hit enter, so I made a mistake. So I learned from that mistake, and I did risk. It was like $200 on that. So, anyways, why are you spamming sell fast? All right, I don't know who this person is, but they're a problem. Um, love you, Matthew. Well, thank you. I love you guys too. 5,000. He must be a millionaire to risk so much. I mean, to risk it on one play. I mean, some people don't know what they're doing, and I always implore them to check out the videos that I have on Patreon or the couple of videos that I have on YouTube to really talk about leverage trading because you don't want to over risk, what you have there. You also want to have a stop loss if you are new to it. And typically you want to have a stop loss, but if you're looking for more longer term, then the stop loss doesn't really um, may not really apply to what you have there. It may just be like go all or a go hard or go home type of situation, which is okay if you're doing a lower amount and if you have a strategy to where you're investing at the right times. Um, because a lot of mine lately have been either, kind of go hard or go home, like liquidation or nothing. And the liquidation point typically has been like less than $100. So, um, yes, it is a little bit more risky to play it that way, especially while you're seeing a down market, but you can also play it the opposite way to make money as the markets are decreasing rather than increasing. If I would have sold anything, it have been last week. Hold, hold, hold. Yeah, agree. ETF is here to stay, so it can never go to zero. Would agree. My cousin also or always laugh at me when I texted him shooters, shooters shoot. He asked me what dumb trade I made today. I've been leverage trading for these years. So far, my best trading strategy is to uh, inverse myself, do a TA, and I do the opposite of what uh, it says to do. I mean, if that's something that's successful, if that's something that works for you, keep that strategy up. That's all that matters. Some people need to invest into a pen and book before they invest any more money. What do you think of ETHFI? I bought some myself. I don't know. I'm not really looking into positions right now. Let's see. Let's increase the size of this text because I can't see a damn thing. I don't know why did I do that. Right, there we go. Still shows me the likes and concurrent viewers. Great. Um, that sounds like my kind of strategy. Do the opposite of what it tells me to do. That's a little ridiculous. We're so early to this crypto space, and people will never get these prices in the future. we are we are all getting something. Need some glasses. I don't think I need glasses. I mean, maybe not. I feel like I'm fine. I'm also always tired. Um, so yeah, I need some sleep. That's what I need. I just had some sleep, but I can't sleep in markets like this, and I can't sleep in markets that are running. I just can't. It's got to be flat for me to sleep. I really can't believe the way these exchanges have come out in support of a guy who scammed all of those people. My timeline is full of it. What are you talking about? The market makers are watching. I've skipping now. I tried to read it while I was going through. The market makers have been saying for this long time. This is how I throw them off my trail. Good morning, Matt. Are you? Wait, you were early today. Have I missed anything important? Not really. I mean, the markets are decreasing. You can see the overall market is down to a $2.38 trillion market cap, down by 7.44%. If we look at Bitcoin's dominance, it's still increasing, even though the market is coming down pretty heavily. Bitcoin's also coming down, but not as heavy as everything else. And Bitcoin dominance is increasing to 52.5%. Instead of being at 52 or lower than 52, it's at 52.5. So it's still not altcoin season. It hasn't been altcoin season. We've seen things that have run, and it's just a glimpse, just a little glimmer of hope of what this could be in the bull run. But it's not the larger extent of what what it will be, right? It'll be more than that. $73K to 63K is crazy. These bears are haters. I mean, you're going to see it. That's how the crypto market reacts. It doesn't really have that consistency yet. Bro, kindly update about Jasmy. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely go into that in a little bit. We have a lot of time left in this live stream, so don't worry about that. Liquidations everywhere. I mean, I've only had one position liquidated so far. It is still extremely greed, which is a good sign. Yeah, that's right there on the screen. It's still extreme greed. Honestly, I think it should slowly decrease. But you're looking at a wider picture, a broader picture, where the 10,000 or 100,000 foot view, rather than looking at the 100-foot view, right? Or looking at it right in front of your face. So yeah, we're definitely still in more greed in the trend line and how things have been functioning and running, but in due time, if this continues, the correction continues, we may see this become more neutral. What is Beam? Beam is a gaming cryptocurrency. I think it's a great project. I've invested into it in the past. I think it was sitting around 2.5 cents, and I think right now it's around that level again, like 2.8 or something. VeChain is definitely a good hold for some people. It's not for me. Why are these messages being deleted? What is this? Is it spamming? Okay, so they're some sort of cryptocurrency that's coming through here. Disappointed to see Lunic is slowly being forgotten. Not by you, but by the community. I don't think it's being forgotten. It's just this is what I've been saying to the entire community, and I know that I'm right, but they will never let me be right. A cryptocurrency, especially something like Terra Luna Classic, has only a certain amount of life in it, right? Of popularity, that window that we need to make sure that we have all the things benefit from. A lot of people are like, we have all this time to have this happen and have these burns happen, have this utility. It's like without the decrease in the supply, without the hype behind it, because that supply is decreasing, without the thought of repegging as well as re-enabling the algorithm, we are not going to get to where we think we're going to get to, right? We need popularity in order to create all these burns in order to decrease the supply. Without that popularity, it becomes very, very impossible to decrease the supply. So if you focus on utility, what you do is you're now focusing on building, but there's no type of volume, and you're just telling people, oh, you know what? We need to build, we need to do this, we need to do that. And then you eventually get to something that you fully built out over the last 2 years, but the community's gone to the next place, right? Their focus is all over here, right? And the reason why it's all over here is because you did nothing during the 2 years, and they're looking for some sort of a benefit. So some sort of thing that's going to give them value, that's going to increase the overall price. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from. It's a problem. And these exchanges won't burn for us, but they are bailing out a scammer. I'm mad about it for real. Um, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. What about the Skid Success Kid meme coin? I've seen something about it, but I haven't seen much about it. What is happening this morning? Uh, I'm talking about the Slurf guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. L Bank is legit at Rocket Man. L Bank is legit at Rocket Man. I haven't had any problems with them, and I've traded for the uh, long time from Coinbase to L Bank. Exchanges are bailing him out with trading fees, and it's sickening. I wish they would do something for Terra Luna Classic, but our community is not together. Our community doesn't believe burns are the thing, but then, uh, when Binance decides to burn, they're all about burns, and I'm like, I don't understand your thought process. Um, Today is a bloodbath, absolutely. So I had to change my title today. So typically I would go, there's a bloodbath or there's a crash or something like that. And I classify these as crashes, right? Anything that's down by a crazy amount, 7%, that's crazy, right? Um, I would say is a bloodbath. I would say is a crash, but people get upset with the fact that I say it's a crash and that I'm telling people to sell at those levels. I'm like, I'm not telling people to sell. I'm letting people know what's going on because it's crashing. You're seeing Ethereum down by 10%, that's a crash. Seeing Bitcoin down by 7%, 8%, that's what it is. It's crashing, which is honestly okay. I'm telling people that buying the dip is not a bad thing to do at this moment because I will buy the dip. I will find different plays to purchase overall and be excited about it. Let's see. BNB is at 10 is down 10%. XRP is down below 60 cents. I want to see that skyrocket, but definitely not in this market. Dogecoin down. I feel like Dogecoin's a good play. Let's see how I know that these are not flowing in the right direction. So this AVAX play or LTC play and ETH and Shiba Inu play are all negative, which is okay. I don't want them to be insanely negative. I know Ethereum down at 2,500, I feel like is a very, very low price. If it finds a way to get down to this liquidation point, I would definitely consider buying Ethereum outright rather than doing these longer term trades. I would do another 5x, but yeah. Damn, I just woke up and I told or sold a portion of my portfolio yesterday. I got lucky for once. Okay, what'd you sell yesterday? You sell anything good, anything notable? 30% is normal. Yeah, typically I see around 25 to 30. I would say 33%. Looking at that level is kind of normal. But if we see something crazier than that, like Bobby, you said people were saying 40% correction before the halving. I could believe it. It's closer to the level that I see there, but yeah, right time to accumulate Decentraland, man. Um, are you continuing to say the same thing? Because I've seen this like a billion times. Are you continuing to say the same thing? Because if that's what you're doing, I'm gonna have to you know kick you out of here. And it seems like Mom to the Max is like doing a great job with getting you guys like timed out, but she can't really do anything um, to kick you out fully. Only I can do that. So if you're gonna continue to do that, you won't be in this chat any longer. I got airdropped some base Shiba Inu the other day, and maybe that thing was moving. Interesting. Can I get 400 Jasmy coins so I can be at 20K flat? Can you? I mean, you can buy 20K Jasmy coins. I can make them real uncomfortable though. Yeah, I guess that's true. You can. Can people be unbanned or not? I mean, it's not an easy process. because the way you would have to reach out to me is through like Twitter or something. Once you're banned, you're banned. I don't love it when everything is down, but the only stock you have a put on. What? I hate when everything is down, but then I also have the stock market and what I'm invested into, and sometimes that's not really functioning in the right manner as well. Which I haven't checked to see what the pre-market is looking like for my dividend account, but I did post another video. Um, I did post another video yesterday talking about my dividend account and where it stood. Today, it looks like it is slightly up. It's up $16.78. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's sitting at a good spot. It's not bad, not bad. But yeah, I don't know how that video did today or yesterday. Pretty sure it never really does well on the first day, but it could do well on the second day. So let me go to my channel and then I'll go to my secondary channel. I haven't posted a golf video in a long time. I also haven't posted a credit card video in a while. And I really want to consistently post videos there, but I just had so much to deal with. Yeah, it's currently at like 83 views. But typically it takes a little bit, and that video goes out to more people and you'll see people that watch it and all that. So I give it time. What's moving again? More pain coming. That's perfectly fine. I don't see it as pain. Some people will look at it as pain, as the decreases are happening overall. They'll look at this as something that hurts, right? If I'm long term, this doesn't hurt me at all. I know that the prices of where it will be, it just hurts the conversation, right? When you have negativity, people don't want to look at it. It's like it's like knowing your tax bill is coming, or knowing that you have a loan payment or something like that, or how much you owe on a credit card. You don't want to you don't want to open that mail. Like, you rather just let it sit there, and if you let it sit there, it might go away, right? That's what you think. Um, but you look at it, right? So I know there's a lot of people that treat it that way, and when they see a negative, they don't even want to look at it because then they're afraid that they'll try and sell it or something. Um, Ship forming a nice W, still looking uh at moving down. There's blood in the streets. Absolutely. 100%. Matt, why are people so skeptical on meme coins? I believe in high risk equals high reward. Look at Book of Memes, and also Mog Coin. I believe these two will go up again. So I agree with you. I think, people tend to be skeptical about a lot of these plays because they have no value. They want to associate something with value, right? If you're researching a position, you're researching it because you want to know what it does. You want to know what it's going to do for the world. You want to know the impact that it's going to have. But the problem is that a lot of these meme coins don't have that impact, right? They don't have that level to where they're like, this is going to, add AI, or this is going to add some sort of, faster transaction speed or something like that to it. And um, since they don't have that, they can't really say, hey, I believe in this so much. They can't talk to someone about it and be like, hey, I invested into this play. And they're like, well, why? And then they're like, because it's a meme and it has popularity. Well, why does it have popularity? Because it does. Well, then they're going to say, you're dumb for investing into that. That's like investing into a t-shirt because the t-shirt has a great meme on it, right? But this actually has a money, attachment to it, has a value attached to it that I feel as though, and a lot of other people feel as though, can consistently grow. So it's so tough um, to kind of put this out there and accurately speak about the success that it will have and that it did have and the reasons why it had that success, because there's no rhyme or reason. It's just popularity. So most people will say, hey, I'm invested into Bitcoin. And they're like, why are you invested in Bitcoin? Well, because it's a store of value, because, you understand the growth, you understand all of this other stuff, right? Ethereum and the fact that you could use that and the gas fees and what it's used for, and Solana and the speed and security and the different things that are created on it. You're talking about all these things in more of a use case perspective versus meme coins that have no type of use case, which is fine. I'm okay with it, but you can only run so far, and only can be worth so much until you get to a point like, all right, well, what's it going to do, right? So yeah, that's kind of where we stand with like Dogecoin, where you have so much value that it can bring to the table in the form of investing, right? Just investments. But then there's also a lot of people that are asking, what's it going to do, right? Speaking of this, I talked about like transactions and all of that stuff. I ran into my first issue ever with banking, like a large issue with banking. Not saying first issue, but first issue with trying to get my own money, right? So um, yesterday I tried to pay a car loan, my car loan off because it's 7% interest, and I feel like I could refinance and do that, but I'm paying that off as I don't have to pay that payment and all that stuff, which brings a decent amount back to my monthly income, and taking away that expense, which now can go towards investing if I wanted it to, or it can go towards our savings account or whatever. But anyways, I tried to pay off a loan, and yesterday they I talked to my bank, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna need about 4 to 5 days in order to approve you taking this much money." And I was like, "So you need to approve me to get my own money out of the account?" And they were like, "Yes." And I was like, "How does that make sense?" And they were like, "Well, we don't have when you ask for that much money, we don't have that much money on hand." And I'm like, "You're a mobile bank. Like you're strictly online. You have no locations. What do you mean you don't have the money that like that makes no sense whatsoever? And you're not giving me physical cash. I'm not asking for it." And they were like, "Yeah, but we still need approval. You need to go through these approval processes in order to do that." And I was like, this would be much easier if it was cryptocurrency. And she didn't understand what I was saying. She was like, I don't understand what that means, but I need to have approval of you taking out this much money. And I was like, oh, okay. Um, so what's the approval process? I was like, if I write a check, would that be okay? She was like, yeah, because that'll take a while to process and everything. So it's something where now I can't physically take out that much cash or even use that much on my debit card because they have to approve the situation or approve me spending that much money in the end, which I guess is a form of security in a way. But once they take me through 17 different security questions, I was like, okay, then this should be enough approval that it's me. And it wasn't, and it still needs like 5 business days in order to go through that. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So that's the first time I had an issue with taking out too much money from a bank. Typically, I'm looking to only take out like 1,000 or 2,000, but this was significantly more than that. Um, the banking system is why we have crypto. Yeah, it was funny that I said, wait, I had the same issue. This is why I closed my bank. I think I still need a bank at this point. But yeah, it was funny when I mentioned the this would be much easier with cryptocurrency. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, that's funny. I can do nothing but laugh. But and laugh through physical pain because I'm like, I want to pay off this loan now, and you're not allowing me to do that. And then come to find out, they were like, yeah, you know what, you can access $5,000 a day or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go back. I'll go to that bank because they have a physical location where I do have my car loan. So I'm like, I could do $5,000 a day, but apparently that bank, which is just mind-boggling to me, doesn't accept MasterCard in any way. So I'm like, how do you not accept MasterCard? Isn't MasterCard like one of the like the starting like well, I don't want to say creditors, but um card issuers that were out there? You had Visa, you had MasterCard. They're like 99%, 100% accepted besides Costco. So I was like, just take my money. What are you doing, man? So now I need to just do it the hard way and well, not really the hard way, and just write a check. Anyways, let's see. What do you think about Floki? I bought $9,700 at 21 wait 2.1% of a penny. So I like Floki at 2.1%. I don't know what price that actually is or what market cap that is, but let's see. So Floki, you bought it at $10,000 at not double where it is, but up close to a $2 billion market cap. So I'll tell you this about Floki. Like I like Floki not more than everything else, but when it comes to having that internal thought, like what's next for a meme coin, Floki has already kind of established that, right? Where Floki is the only thing that's on this list that truly does have multiple things that it's doing in the form of use cases and um, uh, reasons for people to hold the position. And that's what everybody wants to see, is that what's next type of question. And again, Floki has answered that. So I feel like it could have and will have a lot of success. But you definitely did invest a lot at a high price. So 40, I guess $10,000 at this level, you're looking for this to, double, triple, quadruple in some of these areas, and you want to invest a lot so that you can get a lot. That's kind of where your mindset is, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean, I like Floki for more use case perspectives than everything else that's in the meme coin sector. That makes sense. Coworkers started buying crypto, and his bank wouldn't allow him to transfer his crypto house. Transfer to his crypto house. He said, have a look at how much money I have in your bank. Approve it now or I walk. They folded. I don't know what that. I honestly don't know what that means. That whole entire paragraph. I don't know what that means. Do you think we have? Now I feel like that lady I was on the call with. Do you think we will have that issue when it comes to withdrawing large amounts from our money we profit from crypto? I don't think we'll have an issue with withdrawing, right? Um, the overall long-term goal is to utilize cryptocurrency as a form of payment, right? A form of currency for the most part. So something like an XRP being able to use that or utilize it over time while it's also growing in value, or use a stable coin that should remain stable at those points. But the point is to do that. So ultimately, when we're looking to take profit, we're putting it to a fiat currency, which is okay. We're going to go back to banking, but we can deposit whatever we want to deposit. It's just now that we deposit that money, when we try and access it, it's going to be more difficult if you're looking to access a large amount of funds, because you'll have to go through multiple approval processes in order to access what could be a low amount for you. It may be $10,000, and then it'll be an approval process to access $10,000 of your own money. So you'll have an issue taking it out, but not putting it in. They'll gladly take your money, but when you go to get your money back, that's when they'll have the issue. I'm super cold. If I invested $2,000 or 2,000 USD to Book of Meme right now, how much can I earn in your opinion? I think Book of Meme has a lot of potential, and I'm only pushing for it to get to. I don't like to push too high, but I only want to see it get to maybe a $5-10 billion market cap. I honestly don't have crazy high expectations for it, but I know with the popularity that it has had, it could exceed my expectations, which is what I'm looking for. Anytime I invest into a position, I have lower expectations, but then I know that it could exceed those expectations, and then that brings into my mind like, oh, this could happen as well, and if it does, I want to be prepared for that. So um, like I said, I have about $2,000 invested at around these points, a little bit higher than these points. I said 200,000. I have $2,000 invested into somewhere around this point. Um, and yeah, I think it's going to provide me with a decent return, in the form of, 5x, 10x, into this play, which is great. Get me $20,000. It'll be fantastic. I'm not looking for life changing amounts of money, which it could come from it, but I'm not looking for life changing amounts of money from it. Does that make sense? You see Jasmy hitting $1. I do. I do see it hitting $1. Just accumulate, guys. Just accumulate. I hear you, Timmy. Or Tim69Y or my. Um, let's go to my portfolio. That's not what I want to do. All right, there we go. We got a lot of chatters over on X. Thank you guys for watching here today. I just don't know how many viewers there are. It doesn't show me.
$2 through super chat.
Thank you for that super
Which
chat.
will you prioritize from 1 to 3? Crow, XRP, and Jasmy.
Which will I prioritize 1 to 3? Like as in selling, or as in like what I will gain the most profits with? I don't know what you mean by prioritize here. What's is the most important position? Um, my most important position to me is probably CRO, um, and then probably XRP with the amount of money that I invested into it, and then Jasmy coin. But if I'm looking at just how much I invested overall, it would have to be Jasmy, or sorry, it'd have to be XRP, CRO, and then Jasmy. CRO is going to be a long-standing thing for me, where I have a certain amount that's staked for the crypto.com cards, as well as the amount that I'm gaining in passive income from the amount that I have staked, as well as the gains that I can get with the position overall. I feel as though it's going to provide me with a lot. And also, I have a forever amount that I'm going to hold over in Coinbase, which is now about 5,000 CRO coins. But then XRP has a long-standing future as well, where you're looking at the, data, or sorry, you're looking at the transaction side of things, you're looking at the banking side of things, and how popular that can be, and also how much use that can have going forward. And then Jasmy is right behind that, and how important data is. I feel like all of those are just super important. I can't really say how I prioritize them in a larger way, because in certain places they're in different spots, right? And the amount that I've invested was XRP, CRO, Jasmy. I invested $4,000 into Jasmy, and it's great returns and great gains. But I feel like the other two might have, more of a larger use case, in my opinion, than Jasmy there. How low can Jasmy go? I mean, probably to a level somewhere around the 1 cent level, which is not ridiculous. And right now it's at 1.5 cents. But that's only if we see major corrections for multiple days. And then we also have the lockup that's coming up, which should create some hype and attention to it. I see. What price? What price did you buy, or what? Or if you're talking to me, unless you're talking to somebody else. Everything has been bullish for 5 weeks. Now things are down. Doesn't seem we're going into a bear market. No, no. We're not going into a bear market. A bull market doesn't last, or doesn't isn't that short. I've seen people already state, like they always have some crazy things that are out there. I've seen people already state that the bull market is over and now we're seeing the bear market. That this bull market was to only hit a $2.75 trillion market cap, less than the previous bull market. And I've seen these statements that have come out and said that Bitcoin's going down to 10K, and we're gonna lose everything in the form of leverage trading. We should get completely liquidated there, and also we should see a lot of positions that are going to drop down to crazy lows. And honestly, I would not be I would not be afraid at all at this moment, because as you do see that we would have those lower levels, Bitcoin does go to 10,000. I'm getting 10, right? There's no possible way that I'm not buying like 10 Bitcoin at that point, buying all the Ethereum, buying everything if that did happen. But I don't believe that that's going to happen. The bull market we're still in like the first quarter, right? I don't think this is even the halfway point of, getting to the bull market, getting to the official peak of the bull market. We are in the first quarter of that. And that's why we're at around a $2.5 trillion market cap, because that's the quarter of a way there. We're going halfway to 5 trillion, then 7.5, then $10 trillion market cap. Party is over, especially if you didn't take profits. If you're long term, you're good, right? If you're investing everything that you possibly own and you need that money now, then you're not in a good situation. But that's always a lesson learned. Like, I invest what I know I can afford to put there. And if we do see this decrease, which again, I don't think we will, if we do see this decrease down to that level, I now have a ton of funds to invest at those lower levels. And yeah, I will be insanely happy with what I can buy at those places. But again, not going to happen. I don't agree with what some of those people are saying. And I still see yes, we're going to see a correction. And what's crazy is the fact that anytime you see any negativity, after seeing so much positivity, people will scream that the sky is falling, that everybody's going to die, and just all of this. They're screaming that we're all going to lose everything, because it's been falling for 2 days, right? And they're thinking that this is the bear market and this is going to be death to everybody. It's so funny. It's comical. But I don't see that happening, right? Even in a bear market, there are still big profits that can be made. Absolutely. I took profits and will buy the bottom of this dip. Love it. Well, that's great if you did take profits. If you can truly time the ups and downs, I don't want you to miss out on a larger increase, because a lot of times it comes out of nowhere. And I've seen people that have, stated, and I'm not saying that you're lying in any way. It's great to see that somebody can time the market. I've seen people that said, hey, I took profits. And then instantly after they told me they took profits, you see it up to a almost $3 trillion market cap. And they're like, I had to buy in higher. I still hold this position. Look at this position that I have. But in reality, they're lying to you. And they bought higher. And now they're not at a loss. They still gained money, but they didn't gain as much as they could have because they sold too early, thinking that they could time the market. So that's all you got to say. You were clueless, man. I mean, if you think that I'm clueless, then, stop watching. I've been investing for a very, very long time. I've been investing in crypto for not really super long, but I've been investing in crypto for quite some time, went through a bull market and have gone through this bear market. Um, so yeah, I mean, you can take whatever information I have for whatever you feel like it's worth, and you feel like it's worthless, then leave. You don't have to be here. Nobody's forcing you to be here, right? That's um. Oh, is that true? Ain't nobody talking to you. Chill. Okay, gotcha. See, that's the thing is I don't know who's talking to who, but still, if anybody has said that, let's talk to anybody that does feel that way. Uh, nobody's forcing you to be here if that's the case. So um, I appreciate you telling me that though, because I would have went on, I would have went off just a little bit. Um, I had bought Soul at $50, sold earlier today at 197. 197. That's amazing that you bought Soul at $50. There were people that bought Soul when I talked about it when it was at $11 on my Matthew Perry 2 channel. And I wish I had the funds to invest at those low levels. I ended up buying Soul at like $60. So it did increase on me. It increased to like, I think 90 or something, then decreased down to 60. And that's where I decided to buy it, knowing that it was higher than what it was. And we saw a little bit of a retracement. I was kind of waiting for retracement as we saw $11, 22, 33, 44, right? 66, 77. And then it decreased down with that retracement down to 60. I bought it at 65 and then had about 3,000 or had 23 Solana. I did end up spending money on Solana yesterday, but well, I guess it was a break even. I was gonna say because I took my Solana and put it into Book of Meme at where the level it is right now, so it kind of has increased on me. That value has either stayed the same or increased a little bit. But for Solana, that has come down in price. So I kind of made a good move by transferring my Solana to that. However, I bought back more Solana so that I can get the same amount that I had. So technically, it was more of a break even, right? Because a Solana has decreased and Book of Meme has increased from that level. Uh, I'm very cold. Is this warm air? It's not one. Uh, but yeah, we got 518 people here. Let me put on this warm air. I don't know why it's so freaking cold down here. Oh, it's not letting me do my fingerprint. Guys, I think we're doing good on the likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I really don't have to say like, hey, hit the like button. If you want to, feel free to do so. But we're doing a great job on the like button. So I appreciate you guys for, doing that. It's funny how people get so negative, but then continue to watch to hear some magical answer. Yeah, I mean, typically. It's also funny how, I can't physically read the entire chat, so I end up making a mistake in what somebody's actually saying or who they're talking to. So again, I don't remember who that was. Manic Killer, I apologize. Maniac Killer, sorry. Um, yeah, I apologize for coming at you like that. Somebody's at the door. Who the heck is at the door? Can you show me the door, man? Give me a second. I'm cold. I am freezing. I couldn't see the front door. It rang and I couldn't see the front door, which is something that bothers me now. Now I'm going to get a different doorbell. I need some heat because I am freezing. All right, so there's 376 people that are here with 430 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. He went to close his longs before liquidation. No, still got all my longs. Ah, he's alive. I took some shorts this morning that don't seem to be working out. You're all welcome. Because it's starting to increase, it's starting to bounce back. We can see Dogecoin that's increasing here. Shiba Inu that's up by 1%, 2% here, 1% for Dog with Hat, and 3% for Floki. Get a secret doorbell camera, Matt, so you can see if they cover the camera. That's what I do. Yeah, well, I guess that's true that people could do that. But yeah, I couldn't see it not because they were covering the camera. It's because the app wouldn't load. So that's a problem. Jasmy is moving, is it? How far do you think Bitcoin will fall? I mean, I don't know. I actually haven't gone through that. I should probably look at that a little bit further. Uh, Blink cameras are reliable. That's what I have. PancakeSwap has 101x leverage. Wait, 1001x leverage or 100 to 1. I don't know what you're telling me here. But we are seeing Ethereum that's increasing here. I think I took a long position within it, which might be working out. It looks like these three are working out to be okay right now. So that's good to see. But it's no crazy gain right now. It's just a very small gain at the current moment. What do I think of Bohm? I mean, I like it. I have about $2,000 that I invested into it. And I think right now, I don't know what it's worth. Yeah, it says my balance is $4,315. That's not accurate. If anything, it should be around the 2,000 mark ish. Yeah, something around there. Metallic Smart Gas, any updates regarding that token? It had a good run, looks to have retraced. Yeah, I mean, it's so early within that position that, yeah, I mean, it had a decent run, a really, really good run to where it ran up to like 13 or $15 million market cap, which was fantastic. It doesn't need to have a crazy amount of volume.
Donated $2 through Super Chat. What do you think on Flow Toke?
Flow token. Give me a second. Let me go into my watch list really quick because I wanted to talk about Vitalik Smart Gas a little bit and see where that is. So yeah, it's down by 3.5%. Still seeing it at about a $7 million market cap, $40,000 worth of volume. So it doesn't really see a lot of volume. And I think they're looking to launch on exchanges, get on some other exchanges so that you have more volume that's associated with it. Because this little bit of volume has been affecting the price and pushing it up to a way higher level. If we look at maybe the last 7 days now that's performed, it got all the way up to this point. It has retraced since then, still up 67% overall. So I think it has a great concept to it where you understand the flat fee with the L2 whenever the L2 does launch. And I feel like you just need to see more traction not only on Uniswap, but also see some other markets that can become associated with it. But you can see that my balance is sitting at about $13,185, which is up a decent amount. So I'm excited about that. But we will see how this does grow, how this does progress. Oh, what do I think about Flow token? Flow. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Um, Flow is sitting at a $1.7 billion market cap with $205 million worth of volume. Um, at a 11% volume market cap ratio, it shows a little bit of popularity. I don't know if they have an issue with like dilution because they have an unlimited max supply compared to the circulating supply that's out there of 1.4 billion or almost 1.5 billion coins or tokens. Um, so that's something that you want to understand if they are going to have an issue with that overall dilution that could potentially happen. So we look at the last 7 days, it's down by 25%. The last month, it's up by 23%. The last year, it's up by 12%. And all history, it's down by 85%. We have seen this at a higher level of about $38, which it was at a lower market cap. It was sitting at a $1.2 billion market cap at that level. Now you do see this at a $5 billion market cap here, which is on, what date is this? I'm trying to see what date. Let's say it's around um, the 17th of October. So I don't know why I struggle with the numbers so much. 17th of October. If you're looking at that area, I mean, you're seeing it at a $16 price point. So you're seeing it at the highest market cap that it's been to. So you have seen dilution in the past. And even while this market cap has happened, you're also seeing, while this is at a flat level of being at about $1, you're seeing more dilution that has happened throughout that process. So you might end up seeing continuous dilution that happens here, even though it can get to a $2 billion market cap or $5 billion market cap or whatever. You're now factoring in that dilution portion. So you don't really know what they're adding and how they're adding it. If you have a schedule of exactly how much will be diluted, then it changes things and you can make your investments based on that schedule. But it looks like they continue to add more and more throughout time. And I would say that maybe they just had a certain amount that they minted from the beginning and they started adding that to the circulating supply from the total supply rather than the max supply. But since the circulating supply is the total supply, it's making me think that no matter what, it goes straight from max to circulation. So that's a little bit of a problem. Um, so even though it's available in many different places, many different exchanges, it doesn't defeat the fact that this has stayed stable at this price for or around this price for a while, right? So if we go to all history and we look at where we've been, right, we're sitting at a $1 price point for a very, very long time. Yes, we've decreased here, but we're sitting at around these same levels. It looks very, very flat because it hasn't moved much. How much in fees would it cost to buy a VSG right now? I believe it's just well, in fees, if you're talking about Ethereum, then that's something that you can probably check out on Uniswap. Give me a second. Let me go to Uniswap. Launch the app. And let's select token. Let's go to, that's the wrong chain. Why am I in the wrong chain? I didn't even know you could trade BSC on Uniswap. I thought it was just primarily Ethereum, but then you have many other chains that's also there. So I want to switch the network. And I want to bring up, there it is, Dialog Smart Gas. And then also bring up USD. Let's say if I wanted to buy, $1,000 worth and get me what 1.3 million at that point. Is that what that is? 1.3 million. It would cost me about $35 right now. So I guess that's a little bit expensive, but Ethereum is just expensive. That's why, you want to see exchanges where you're not paying as much for some of these fees. But if you truly believe that it's going to be worth quite a bit, um, you can make that move and be confident about it, which I've done. Do you have a lot of faith in Avalanche in the long term? I do. I do. I have quite a bit of Avalanche, but I also plan on investing in more.
Virginiaman donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Matt's thoughts on Meme Eye. It had a good run.
Thoughts on Meme Eye? Like Meme AI? Is that that's a high market cap position, right? For some reason, I'm thinking that's a. Oh no, it's not. It's sitting at $6.2 million, with $1 million worth of volume. You said it had a good run. It is a Ethereum project. You're seeing on MEXC, Bitmart, and not really many others. You're seeing 72% of the supply that is out there compared to the total, or compared to the max supply, because you have 7.28. So 72.8% of the supply that's there. It does show maybe a little bit of popularity with the fact that you have 15% volume to market cap ratio. It is down 34% in the last day, and down 50% in the last 7 days, 633%. So it is in more of a retracement phase. And while you would think that this may be, creating more of the continuation of this downward trend, you might end up seeing a little bit of a pop here after that larger retracement that it did have. But ultimately, even with this drop that we've seen, it's still up 66 or 633%. So it's interesting, but I can't say whether it's going to be like a banger or not. But the fact that it has risen up to a level of 3 cents and being worth probably multiple tens of millions of dollars worth of a market cap is fantastic. I bought VSG from BSC. So on the Binance Smart Chain side, you bought VSG. I appreciate you, Matt. Um, you don't give, you don't need to give your insights. Well, I appreciate you saying that, but I try to give my insights anyways. Um, that's what put me off buying ETH coins is the fees. Absolutely, the fees are ridiculous for Ethereum, but you know that a lot of those projects are a lot of good projects are built on the Ethereum chain, um, and you're forced to pay those fees if you feel like you're going to have that massive return. But what's crazy is like if you're buying $1,000 or you're buying $100, you buy $100, it's still going to cost you $35 to do that. So you're paying uh, $35 on $100. 35% of what you end up paying is going to be now in fees, meaning that you need to find a way to make that $35 back in the form of an investment, which most likely you're making that investment to make way more than $35. But the point is that you still don't want to have to pay $35 for a $100 investment. How much is Solana moving up now? Solana is up to $177 at the moment. Anything moving crazy in the last hour? So it looks like Fetch.ai is up by 7%. AGIX is up by 6%. Celestia is up by 6% as well. Render is up by 5%, or almost 6%. Aptos, 5%. SEI, 5%. So things are moving in the last hour, which looks really, really good. I'm happy to say that things are moving a little bit more, but they're still down overall in the last 24 hours. Let me go get some heat from this vent. So cold. Couldn't be me. You gotta have super high conviction in something to mess around on ETH, as a normie retailer. Uh, So, I mean, yeah, you definitely have to have not super high conviction, but yeah, you have to. I would say that if you're messing around on the ETH blockchain, then yeah, right. If you're investing and doing all these transactions on an exchange, it may be different um, because you'll have cheaper fees. It's not going to be based on when you do end up, like if you end up moving it, then it's a different story. But if you just sell it, you're not going to have crazy fees that you would normally see with Ethereum. There would rather keep ETH or Solana for the long term. I would rather keep Solana for the long term. Depends where the price for ETH is, right? If the price for ETH is below $3,000, then yeah, you can see hold Ethereum for a little bit longer term. But I would want to hold Solana for a lot longer because the um, the thought of not only $300 or $400 or $500, but $1,000 or $2,000 is definitely still in question. Is still in the conversation for Solana. Trying to close the upstairs vents some. Try closing the upstairs vents. I can't because the rest of the house needs to be. I wish I had those automatic controlled vents, which I saw on Shark Tank, but they're like $200 a piece. Why would I pay $200 a piece for those automatically closing vents or adjusting vents? Um, which is a cool concept. I just feel like it's too expensive. And maybe they have cheaper ones now, but I saw that on Shark Tank like 5 years ago. So this one, maybe they have newer ones that are cheaper. Lucky I sold SHIB before the dip. I mean, if you sold SHIB, if you sold anything, then that's great. If you're looking for short-term profits, then all this stuff makes sense, right? Selling before the dip and trying to buy back in at some of these levels, you're looking for short-term profits. I'm not really looking for those, short-term like swing trades. What I'm doing is I have exit plans, and once I hit certain levels within those exit plans, that's when I decide to sell some of those positions. So if Jasmy coin finds a way to get to a level of 5 cents, I sell a certain amount of it as long as it's not pushing a lot further. Grok finds a way to get to a level of 5 cents. I'm selling a little bit, and that's going to be part of my exit plan. Um, you know, Terra Luna Classic gets to a certain point, right? All of these, get to a certain point. I now start selling at those levels. So we haven't hit that yet. And I don't think pre-halving, if you're seeing a little bit of a dip, it makes sense to purchase something and be a part of something. But yeah, Jasmy is a great point for a long entry. I don't disagree. But if we look at my portfolio, again, my portfolio it was down by 14,000. Now it's only down by 11,000, which is good. But I do want to add some things to my portfolio, but I don't want to add them right now. I'll add them later. My watch list, let's look at things that are happening over here. Anything that's increasing in the last hour. It looks like Grok is back up 7% in the last hour. MAGA Trump is up by 5% in the last hour. Caspa is up by 5% in the last hour. So things are moving a little bit, and Grok sitting at about 1.5 cents is great. Avalanche up 5% in the last hour. API 3 up that much. Jasmy coin back up to 1.6 1.6 cents, but still down 8% over the last 24 hours. Sync is up by 4%. Beam is up by about 4%. Teller is up by about a 4%. Honestly, that would have been a great buy to be able to purchase. I already have 50, so I'm sitting on 50 as like my normal level. Ape into Book of Meme. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but that's totally up to you. I have Book of Meme and I have a decent amount. And if it goes lower, I'll probably get more. If it doesn't go lower, I'm happy with what I have. Yeah, I bought VSG from BSC. Did you buy it a while ago or did you recently buy it? I don't want to buy more coins at the moment. Just bought more dig for Jasmy. Can I get your input on ICP? So I've talked about ICP quite a bit in the past. When I really first started to get into um, crypto investments and different like gems that I thought were out there, ICP was one of those, and I made an investment, made some money off of it. It was at a price of $750, and I know a lot of people like to look at this and go, "Oh, the highest price that this got to over over time, right? The highest all-time high is $750 is going to get there again." Understand that they had way less supply at that point. Right now, they have 461 million coins in supply with an infinite max supply. 516 million in total supply. So they continue to dilute, and that's the reason why I got out of it. It doesn't mean that they'll continue to do that now, but I do see a stronger future within it. And knowing that it can get to multiple tens of billions of dollars worth of a market cap is great. Um, so I see the success within the play, but I'm not in it anymore. I made the money that I wanted to make from it. I wanted to make a lot more. I wanted to see it get back to $750, but then when it started to dilute more and more, going from like Ethereum's supply level to like 5 times that, I'm like I can't be a part of that. I don't like dilution, and that goes against anything that I believe in. So yeah, we have 435 people here and we have 500 likes. Guys, you guys are amazing. Everything that you've done at this point has been absolutely amazing. So thank you for answering the poll and thank you for hitting the like button, whoever has done that. Also, if you want to check out any of the links that are either in the description or check out my link for Margex that's in the chat, feel free to do so. I'm currently up $18 on this Shiba Inu position, which is a 10x. So that's great to see that level of growth. And I want to see me gain maybe another, couple of AVAX. That would be fantastic, but it's not a given that that will be the case. I just want to see it kind of bounce off of these low levels and be worth a lot more. Same thing goes for Ethereum. Same thing goes for Litecoin. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the link for Margex, feel free to do so. 80s ADA on the move back up. I mean, that's great. I don't have any leverage positions in ADA because the fees are so expensive. But I do have ADA in my portfolio still, in my assets, which should be worth $2,500 at the moment. So that's good to see. But you can see all the red, right? The prices and how they have moved for the day. Things should shift a little bit. So if I edit or I update this, you should see a shift. Um, so yeah, I'm up 12,000 now on Jasmy coin, but some other things, I'm up a little bit more, but still, you're seeing the overall prices that are down a hefty amount. XRP would be a good long entry point too. Yeah, I don't disagree with that either. I think XRP below 60 cents is huge. Can I use Margex in the UK? You can. Do you hold SHIB and Pepe? I hold SHIB over on here and I hold Pepe over in my MetaMask wallet. So yes, I hold both. I don't hold a lot of Pepe. Like I hold, I think like $400, $500 worth of Pepe, so it's not a lot at all. Where's Matt? Has he been kidnapped? What are you talking about? Are you behind on the stream where I left? Somebody tell Parky JK to speed up his stream, to bring it up to speed. I stopped holding SHIB. I just couldn't. I couldn't with it anymore. I understand. I totally understand. Where do you see support for Bonk? Um, so I haven't dove into the support and resistance for Bonk, but let's look at Bonk. I'm super cold. But yeah, thank you guys for watching here today. It's taken forever to even load this. All right, now my internet's gonna shut down. So that's what's gonna happen. It's not allowing me to click anything. There we go. Yeah, it's painful. Why is it so painful? Um, so currently where we see Bonk is down 17%. If we're looking for how this has performed in the last 7 days, the last month, it's up by 64%. In the last year, it's up by 3,289%, which again is amazing to see that level of growth. It's currently at a $1.4 billion market cap with $371 million worth of volume. So if I was looking for support levels, I would probably say we probably want to see it somewhere around this 17 level. So, sorry, 16 level, as well as the 14 level, as maybe massive levels of support. But also, it looks like this is a strong level where we currently stand, which is a previous slight support or resistance. So, previous resistance, and that's really what you do see there. But I haven't seen anything major being hit with the level that Bonk has grown. You're mainly looking at some of these massive supports. If we're talking about the lowest support, probably down here at the 1 level. So um, the added 0 level is probably that massive level of support. So I truly believe in either NetZ or PepZ. We'll get to a dollar before SHIB ever gets near a dollar. They have the scarcity and demand and amazing development through the bear market. Create a third generation layer one. Well, the first meme coin to get to a dollar was Dog with Hat, and Dog with Hat didn't only get to $1; it got to like $3. So that was great to be able to see that. The world's largest 1.43 million CZ announced a new venture, Gigo Academy. Don't know what that is. Pepe Long. I would do a Pepe Long. But I want to see some of these play out with Avalanche, with AVAX that I put one AVAX into, one AVAX here, one AVAX there, and also 0.5 that's right there. So looking at about what, 25 or $30 that I put into this play versus what was it, $50 or $60, and then versus another 50 or 60 or maybe even $70. Oh man, that would have been such an awesome opportunity. Avalanche is going to be at least 1K a coin. I mean, I can't say that. Um, I would love to see it happen. I think you look at the prices right now and you look at the market cap right now for AVAX, it currently stands at a $22 billion market cap. So a $100 price point would be a $40 billion market cap, or I guess 300. Sorry, 37, 37 or $38 billion market cap at a level of $100. Now I do believe this is going to get to a lot further than that. So getting to an 80 billion dollar market cap, $100 billion market cap. I don't know if I necessarily see it to, or am pushing for it, the expected level being at that level of $1,000. However, anything could happen. we could see it up to a 250, $300 billion market cap, depending how much strength and how much is built on there. So, yeah, I'm not looking for the most ridiculous returns within it. I think I have 60 or 70 AVAX. I might be wrong by saying that, but I think I have, yeah, 63 AVAX. Buy Trader Joe. I think I'm good. I know Joe ended up pushing quite a bit. Buy everything and hold forever, guys. Maybe, maybe not. Tell you what, I need some breakfast. Um, Anakin Skywalker, which will probably come up soon. It says, "Do you think Sol will overtake
Anakin
ETH?"
Skywalker donated $2 through Super Chat. Do you think Sol will overtake Ez and MC this bull?
So I will say no, and the reason I'll say no is because ETH still holds a lot of strength and has a lot of creation, and while ETH does cost a lot and a lot is being created on the Sol blockchain, I feel as though ETH will still have that level up, will still be worth more. But Sol is definitely on the way up. I wouldn't be surprised if Sol finds a way to, reach multiple thousands of dollars worth of a price, meaning it reaches not only a $500 billion market cap, but a trillion or $2 trillion market cap, which I still believe that Bitcoin will be worth a heck of a lot more than where it is right now, worth multiple trillions, as well as ETH finding a way to compete with that. But I I wouldn't say I wouldn't count them out and say that it will not happen. I just don't see it happening, right? So the chances for me, in my perspective, is more slim, but it's not impossible. I'll say that because I do like Solana. I like everything that they offer. I currently hold. You can see my assets. I hold 3,900 over here on Coinbase, and then I hold another like six or something um, over on Coinbase Wallet. So yeah, total should be somewhere around $4,000 or so, close to it. I wanted to buy more Solana today, but then didn't end up making a purchase with this $835 that I have here right now. But I am thinking about different purchases, not just Sol, but something else. I wanted to find more opportunities that are out there, but I don't see them. More likes than people watching. You people finally get it. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of likes, and I appreciate you guys for hitting the like button. We got 540 likes right now. Also, again, if you guys want to start trading on Margex, like I've been trading on Margex, I made 3 trades this morning where I bought LTC at a price of $77. Currently, it's at $79. I bought ETH at a value of $3,225. It's currently at $3,275. I bought Shiba Inu at 24.86, and it's currently at 25.61 with a liquidation point of 22.41. So definitely a closer liquidation point than what I wanted in Shiba Inu, but still, I bought it with about 1 AVAX, so hopefully I can gain another like few AVAX from it. It literally has been pumping since it went live 24 hours ago. Baby boy arriving in a month. I need a 4x return on 9K. Yeah, kids are expensive. Congratulations on that, by the way. I don't know if it's your first, but congratulations on it either way. It's always a blessing. Dip or dead? I don't know what that means. It's just a dip, right? We're not seeing the overall market dead. Oh. I don't know where compound is. Let's check compound really quick. Somebody said compound. Compound. Whoops. This is sitting at $70. I would have liked to have seen this around $50. I do like compound. I like where it can go. I've seen it before and how far this has grown. Um, so yeah, I think it has a lot of potential for growth, and I like it. I would have liked to invest into it over on Margex, but the fees are high on that as well. So it's kind of like, hey, maybe it should force me to do it this way, right? Go and buy um, on Coinbase or something. Jeez, when people tell you to hold the gains, wait, to hold the gains are all gone. That's not true. I've got 6 kids. Um, four times return on my 18,000 I've invested. You okay? No, I just need to clear my throat. It needs to be cleared sometimes because I talk too much. So, Jesus, Daisy, 6 kids is a lot. I got no kids, and I want 1,000x return in my meme coin. I mean, some coins that's true. For what? Don't choke on the live stream broadcast, man. I'm not. I need to clear my throat. It's a throat clear. There are absolutely some influencers who will tell you to hold for their own benefit. Matt is not one of those influencers. Yeah, I don't even classify myself as an influencer. I don't plan on influencing any decision that you make. I just want to have a way to kind of open the door, right? And then you guys make that decision based on the research that you do or that you see or that, whatever, right? So, yeah, I don't like to just tell people to hold the position. You can buy and sell whatever you want. Um, I will tell you that there are missed opportunities in certain plays. Like if you feel as though you want to sell, I'm going to tell you to do whatever you want to do, but I'll tell you what the missed opportunity could be, as well as what you could be risking if you keep holding. You know what I mean? Grab a drink where you can wait.
Reese Friday donated £1.99.
Too late. You're influenced.
Would you please check out Dollar Twitter newest meme coin?
All the throat clears, right? Is it on? You said it's a newest meme coin. Is it on Coin Market Cap? If it's not, I really don't want to go onto a different place. So, so it looks like this is the play. Sitting at a $2 million market cap with $272,000 worth of volume, 91% of the supply that's out there. A lot of things seem to be in line. Popularity is not there yet, but it's down 16% on the last day. If we're looking at the last 7 days, it's down by 46%. So it has decreased quite a bit there. The market says available on P2B, don't know what that is, and IndoX, as well as Uniswap. So I mean, it's not something that really speaks to me. Like, hey, do get this. You know what I mean? Let me go back here. Matt, is your X account called Matthew G Perry? Yeah, but you need to go by the actual at symbol. So it's Perry 8K. Don't misspell anything. Perry 8K. That's what it is. If it says Perry 8K, that's not me. If it says Perly something, whatever, it's not me. So just make sure that you are, if you're looking to follow the right one, that you follow the one that's in my description. If you go in the description, that'll be the correct one. You and Claybro are some of the most trustworthy crypto influencers in my opinion. Well, thank you for saying that. I try to check everything that I can. Obviously, anything could happen with any crypto, and I hope that you guys are able to collect your um, benefits in certain cases. Like if I talk about a position that I feel like could blow up and it does eventually make a move, I hope that you take some of your initial investment. Know that I'm not going to like pull out my plays not because of like if I get into something early, I like to see everybody else benefit more than myself. So I most likely won't even sell the position. I hope for something a lot bigger, but I want to see everybody else be able to gain 100%, 200%, 300% on their plays. So that's what I care about. Jesus, this like throat clearing stuff gets me, man. I've been followed by all your copycat accounts. It's dumb, man, and it's so difficult to ban them now on Twitter. I try to, and they take me through this extensive process to, you know, submit my ID every time. Like, why can't they have my ID on file, but they ask me to submit my ID to let them know that I am me? I'm like, it is me, but they keep creating different accounts. So like for you guys, it's easier to report because you're reporting somebody else that's been impersonated, right? You're reporting the fact that somebody is impersonating me. But if I say that I'm the person that's being impersonated, it's a problem, and they ask for ID to make sure that it is me and all of this. And I don't want to keep submitting my ID every time. Do you think Jasmy coin lockup will have an impact on price short term or long term? I think it should have a effect short term and long term. I think short term we should see kind of that hype potential on what it could possibly be, what the potential would be for the lockup, not necessarily price wise, but just how much could be locked up. And then when we actually start to see figures, we'll see an overall impact to the price and to the popularity as well. Your thoughts on minting a coin by your name, since your community is quite huge. Um, it's I don't want to create a coin by my name. Um, if anything, I would create something that has like 8 coins in supply or 10 coins in supply, and then go from there. Like some or something that has like 100 coins or however many subscribers I have. That would be how many coins I have, and I would have a mint feature to where I can mint every month. I would mint a certain amount, which would create some form of dilution, but it would also give people the ability to be holders within that position, or something where I have my starting point where these subscribers are. It would be a million that I want to get to, right? My journey to a million subscribers, and it would start at a million supply and slowly decrease as we would see purchases that go through, which would be cool. But I just can't maintain a cryptocurrency project. I can't. I don't have the time. If I did less videos, then yes, but I would also need to find another source of income from somewhere else in order to do it. So it's an interesting concept. Would love to do it. Would love to create a website. Would love to team up with somebody to do it. But the issue is that I don't want to. I don't want to shortchange anybody on creating a coin. He already had a coin called BTB. Yeah, and it was difficult to even maintain at that level. The website, um, the coin itself. I didn't even have a Twitter account. So the point is, it's like it's a lot. It's way more than I anticipated. But if you wanted to create a meme coin without like a website and without having like a Twitter account or anything like that, literally just being the coin, then you could do that. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. As soon as they follow me, I report it. Yeah, it's good to connect Binance with CoinMarketCap and better create a new account. Just do one on Solana. I mean, you could potentially do it. No, if I would, like, I feel like BSC is the easiest and cheapest way to do it. Ethereum would be the most expensive way to do it because you would have it's not expensive from the start, but it's expensive when the market starts to run. The gas fees are crazy. So maybe I should do it on Chronos. And just have 100 coins. I can't wait to sell half my Perry coins and retire. Like I said, if I would create something, which is always it's always difficult to kind of do that. Um, like I feel like it wouldn't just have any type of benefit at all. It would just be created um, to exist, and then you would see the ultimate decrease in the supply and the burn of that supply that would happen. So I don't know. And it's about being listed on some of these exchanges as well, because then you now have to allocate a certain amount. So let's say you only have 100 coins or whatever, you have to allocate a certain amount to exchanges. Matt, do you know Jenkson under Jasmy? Do you what do you understand? I don't understand. Wait, what am I looking at? Janskinson? I don't know what I'm saying. Jensen? No, I don't understand. List Perry coin on Solana. Uh, can't do that. J5. I've heard some people say that. I don't know what it is, and I think it might be uh something that I don't know. What do you think about it? Let me know what your thoughts are about J5. I pretty much do have to get out of here, though. I think we're reaching our ends of this live stream. Have we seen major movements here today? Avalanche is up by 7.55%. It's great to see. Should have put through a leverage trade because I would have made a boatload if I would have did that. Dog we've had is up by 6%, so we're starting to see a decent bounce back from this overall decrease, which is great. If I look at my watch list, we could see Vitalik, Smart Gas, I guess, is up the most, or down the least, I guess. But what is up the most in the last hour is GME. I want to see that go down to 10% of a penny. J5 is a coin made by Crypto Millie. Okay, well, that's great. How's it performing? Is it performing well? Have you sold anything yet in your portfolio? No. What do you think XRP will be big this bull run? Do I think XRP will be big this bull run? I do think XRP will be big in this bull run. Absolutely. You got a tiny portfolio. I mean, yeah, it's not large. Um, Shibboleth's a little up. Hara from Jasmy has been mentioned about Jensen on his platform. I haven't seen it, so I'll have to go and look into it. What about it though? Someone get this man some what? And a glass of water. Sheesh. I mean, I need something. It's talking so much. I've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Um, how's your cat, Matt? She's fine. I think she's over there. Yeah, she's laying down in her normal spot on the couch pillow. Thanks for the long stream. Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you saying that. I think XRP price is intentionally held down, but when those market makers are ready, it's gonna fly. I would agree with you 100% on that. Let's go Slurf. Hi Matt, any thoughts on Milady before you go? I gave my thoughts on Milady earlier today. I just think it's not my play for me. I like the fact that it's seen the growth, and I know a lot of people have seen success with it, especially as you saw the dip from it was up to like $120 million market cap, then down to like 70 or 60 or something like that, then increased back up, and now I think it's up to like 200, right? So it's great to see that level of growth, and I think you will see some popularity in it because it's mentioned in way too many places. So so yeah, I think Milady is going to be popular. It's just how popular will it be, right? It's not something that I'm a fan of, that I'm holding, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that are really excited about that. Bohm is recovering nicely. That's great to see. Um, we see MAGA Trump that's back up to $5 here, which is great. Grok up to 1.5 cents. Solana up to $184. Jasmy coin up to 1.6, 1.7. So yeah, I think I invested $100 into Jupiter, and I think Jupiter has risen, right, in price. Because I have Jupiter over on in my Coinbase wallet, which it says that I have $4,000 in this. I don't have $4,000 in this. It's sitting about $2,000. I don't know why it's telling me that. It's not accurate. I have 207,000. Right? I do have 9 Solana over here, but I also have 16 Solana over there. But I also have Jupiter, which shows me at um, $190. And again, this is wrong because I think the price is at like um, I thought Jupiter was a lot higher than that. I thought Jupiter for some reason was at $1 or something. Am I wrong by saying that? Yeah, Jupiter's at dollar. Did I buy the wrong Jupiter? I think I bought the wrong Jupiter. How did I buy the wrong Jupiter? I copied this. I don't know. I might have bought the wrong Jupiter. I think I did that fast. I don't even remember actually buying it. That's a mistake. Yep, see, everybody makes mistakes. That's interesting. It's still sitting at the same price, which is crazy because this actually increased a lot. And I was wondering why. Because when I bought it, it was sitting at around 60 cents, I want to say, right? Yeah, it was sitting at about when it launched, it was around 50 cents. So it should have been my position should have been up to like 400 or $500. So I guess I bought it fast and didn't realize that I bought the wrong jupe. Yeah, I guess I mistakenly bought this one. It's sitting at a $1.3 million market cap. No, it's on the Solana chain. That makes no sense. You were duped. No, this is the right Jupiter. It's on the Solana chain. This asset is on the Solana network. Because if I bought, yeah, I bought $200 worth. So if I bought $200 worth and um, it gave me 100, yeah, it gave me 139. So if I bought, maybe not, $200 worth. If I bought $200 worth and it was at 50 cents, then I should have gotten like 400 at that point. I don't get this one. Is there a fake Jupiter on the Solana chain? Yeah, this is the exact Jupe that I have. That's the same, address. Yeah, it's the exact same one. What the heck is up with Coinbase Wallet? Because look at the contract. Wait, let me go back here. Why is that popping up there? Look at the contract, right? So Jupiter, DVCN, DVCN. It's just giving me the wrong price for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. But I think I only bought, it says that I received 139. It was $172 worth. I guess that was at a higher price. But that doesn't make sense that I would even receive 139 because that was on January 31st. It was January 31st. It was around the 63-cent mark, right? So we're looking at 1 month. Yeah, so around this point, it was around 70 cents. So honestly, if I'm buying $172 worth, I should get a lot more Jupiter. I was going to say, it looked like I bought the wrong Jupiter, but I'm pretty sure I bought the right one. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. But it says I have 130. But how could I have a balance of $172? And what is up with them? I don't know what's up with this. But if I find a way to if I sell this position, would I get $172 then, or if I go over to Jupiter, would it be a different price? Let me see. Let me go over to Jupiter and try and sell Jupiter. Jupiter swap. So if I bring up, I don't know, USDC just to see. We have Jupe, and then we have stablecoin, maybe USDC. So if I go here and I sell, if I want to sell max, it says 139 equals $172, which does make sense. The price per Jupe, it's not giving me the accurate price. Oh wait, the price per Jupe is $1.23. So I only spent like $100 on this. Yeah, and it gave me 139 Jupe. That makes sense. I didn't spend 200. I spent 100. But it said that I received 172 because that wallet is dumb. Yeah, so it says that it's worth $172, which is accurate. But I only spent $100 on it. Got it. Makes total sense. We're learning the hard way, Matt. No, I mean I got it. I figured it out. Some coins appear to be rallying. It was just a flash crash, or do you think it may continue to drop for a while? I mean, with the movement that we have seen, it's always great to be able to see a complete like pullback. I haven't checked the entire market, but I always like to look at the entire market to see what that pullback actually was. Maybe look at the last year. I want to kind of look at all history and look at a better picture. Do we have a bigger picture of the entire market? Because I want to see a bigger picture, because right now where we got to at the high point was about 2.7 trillion. We saw this come back a little bit more. So we're looking for some of these other levels, of about like 2 trillion or something like that. But again, I want to see a full picture of the market, and I don't have a chart for that. It was just a liquidation round. I mean, it didn't look like it was um, what's it called? A trickle down of liquidations. It didn't look like it. Then again, anything could be true. I had 3K in Jupe and sold half of it at 90 cents. Bought it at 48. That's fantastic. So you made your money back, your initial investment, or almost. Right? Not all of it, but it's not quite 100%. Um, Margex for some XRP. I mean, we need a pullback in the market. That's very true. Sorry, off topic question. Margex, can you lose more than your entire investment when using leverage? So there's two options to leverage trading over here. There's cross margin and there's isolated margin. You always want to use isolated margin. That means that you're only whatever you risk. Like say if you put in $40 or you risk $40 there, you're going to lose only that $40. If you use cross margin, it will pull from what you have available within your account, and only from that position. So let's say let's say you have $1,000 in XRP and you decided to use a cross margin, but you only invested $100 worth of XRP into this one play. Well, it can then pull from what you have left in your account if you use cross margin. However, if you use isolated margin, you're only going to um, you're only going to lose what you decide to put in. So that $100 is the only thing you can get liquidated on. I use isolated margin for everything. I never use cross margin. There's not been a single instance to where I've used cross margin. So you can only lose what you put in for that position, which is good, but it also um, limits the amount you can lose, which is fantastic, but it can also be a bad thing if you saw a lot of potential, right? If you see it growing to a massive amount, um, you may not want to be liquidated. Nobody wants to be liquidated. Always use isolated margin. 100%. Yes. I rarely use absolutes, but in this case, I will use an absolute. Always use isolated margin. There's no situation that, for me, that will say use cross margin. Like, no. If I didn't believe in it to that position, I believe it's going to go even lower than where it was and pull from my account in order to kind of um, not get liquidated, then I would just wait for it to decrease, because I have a strong feeling that it's going to decrease. Don't use cross thing. I learned that the hard way. Yeah, yeah. Cross margin does sort of suck. Oh, I see. Thanks. Isolate's the way to go. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that I could help in any way. But yeah, I've been leverage trading for ever since I got on this platform. I was like, this is definitely it. Gaining, an extra, $25, $92, $318, 60, $317 or $100+ in some cases. I think with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu I gained 500 or 1,000 a piece. I gained $1,000 on those investments, each one. Like that is great off of a like $100 investment. Yeah, I lost a lot of money leveraging on stocks. Gapped bad. Yeah, it's definitely. I would say it's. I wouldn't say it's easier with cryptocurrency, but it. I don't know. It makes a lot more sense to do it with cryptocurrency when you do it on in the stock market. Like they're leveraging your entire balance of your account, not just your position. So when you have anything left in your account, they're leveraging that, as well. And you will be completely margin called if you get to that point. It's I would say a little more difficult on in the stock market. So good. I'll give Margex a proper go. um, Isolated sounds safer, no surprises. Yeah, and I would say start with like a lower amount. Maybe start with like $20 and you can leverage trade at a 5x leverage, which will get you to invest with $100 and you can turn that $20 potentially into so much more. But 5x leverage, understand the gaps. There are larger gaps between 5x to 100x leverage. And yes, it seems like a large gap, but there's even a large gap from 5 to 20x leverage, right? Or 5 to 25x leverage. You would think it's not as much of a gap, but it is. Or sorry, you would think that um yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But it is a large gap in between what it is and how much you end up getting liquidated at. So let's say if you have you invest into a position where you're investing with $100 and you do a 5x leverage, that's going to be $20 that you're leverage trading with, right? So um, you have $20, they have 80, right? That means if you lose 20% in that position, that you now will get liquidated within that, which honestly, it's difficult to see it lose 20%. In the crypto market, maybe it can lose 20% easily, but 20% is better than, 5%. But then when you get up to a level of 25x leverage, if it loses 4%, then you now end up getting liquidated. So it starts to really get up there. And when you get up to 100x leverage, if that position comes back 1%, you lose your entire position. So it's a very fine line when it comes to investing at a 100x leverage and trying to see these gains. You have to be right immediately, right? It's not being right eventually and holding onto the position through a bearish time. It's like, no, if you're wrong, you lose everything. If you're right, you gain a lot. So you can set yourself at stop losses. You can set yourself with smaller amounts, whatever you feel is necessary. But maybe put in some price targets. There are people out there that literally just put in something at a 5x leverage for like $20, a small amount, and then they'll set a profit target, they'll set a stop loss, and then they'll go on about their day, and they won't even look at it again until it gets either stopped out or the profit target hits, which is cool. I like that a lot because then you can make a lot of money while also protecting. If you have a sound strategy, it can work for you. It's a shady platform. Anything that asks for your webcam to be turned on, pass. Ask for what webcam to be turned on? Nobody asked for anybody's webcam to be turned on. Is there a stage where they have to? There's no like know your customer. There's no KYC. So I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I've been removed from um, the process of signing up, but I don't know. Finally at 1 billion Pepe. That's great. I don't know how much that's worth. I currently have, I think, maybe a couple million. I went to set up and it asked for the normal social security number and ID, and then went to ask for the webcam to be turned on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. But was it for something? I don't remember the setup process. Like it wants to be turned on while I use it. It's wild. I don't know about that. Like I said, I've been removed from. That doesn't sound like a crypto site. Yeah, I I've been removed from the process of signing up for months, so I don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, it's verifying you are a real person. Okay, so maybe that's the case. I don't remember. Like I said, it's the setup process was like 4 months ago for me. But that makes sense to be able to verify that you're a real person rather than taking you through the steps of finding the bus or the crosswalk. Anyways, guys, I need to get out of here. It's 9 o'clock. So, um, yeah, I got to get out of here. It's 9 o'clock. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to sign up for Marjax, feel free to do so. I don't know what's being said about the whole webcam situation. I think they're trying to figure out if you're a real person or not. Again, I don't remember the setup process or the process of that. I just know it's a great platform and know that I do use the platform. I've been using it for multiple months. So if you don't trust it, then I'm not going to tell you that you have to trust it. But I like the platform. I've been trading with it. I love it. I've been making gains, and hopefully you can make gains as well. But anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Also, make sure that you check out Rumble and all of those places. But hopefully you guys see massive returns today. It completely recovers, and Bitcoin goes to 100,000. That would be fantastic. But I will catch you guys in the next one.